All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Nick. I am the local South Florida Uber driver. I'm local just because you never really know where I'm going to be in the next couple days, months, years. Hey, but I primarily work the South Florida market. In today's video, as you can see, I'm driving, and I'm just discussing whether or not rideshare is still where it's at. Because I get this question a lot. A lot of people DM me, send me messages. Is it still worth it to do Uber? Like, can I still do Uber? It's like, okay. So I get this question a lot. So today I'm just talking about it. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, all of the above. Uh, hey, what's up, Brian? Good morning. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day, but it's an even beautifuler day when the sun is out. You know what I'm saying? And you just chilling. You just vibing. Now I do need to slow down, but outside of that, it's a beautiful day. Yep. See, there go the state trooper. I need to slow down. But outside of that, it's a beautiful day. I ain't trying to get pulled over. Yep. So I need to slow on down. I'm gonna slow on down. Cause see, yeah, when I do food control, I'm not gonna lie, I have it set for like the little relative things, and it's up there. So yeah, I'm up there. I'm up there when I'm moving. So yeah, I'm gonna slow it down. Slow it down. Look at this little state trooper. You tried to get me. You tried to get me. I can't catch me. Can't catch me. I saw three of them. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, it's all three of them in one spot. Damn. All right. And I'm glad I slowed down. Oh, he got somebody. Damn. He got somebody. See, this is why you can't be riding in these. Damn, he got somebody. This is exactly why you can't be riding in these HOV lanes. Oh my gosh, he got somebody. But that shows me. I'm gonna just call. I'm gonna come on over here into this middle lane, and I'm gonna get behind this truck, and we gonna cruise out. 'Cause, yeah, he got somebody. As long as it ain't me, he got somebody. Hey, but what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? It is a beautiful day. I hope everybody is doing good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's go. All of y'all are still alive, so it's a beautiful day, man. Uh, what's up? What's up? So yeah, I'm cruising behind the truck. Uh, is that Cookie King? Okay, what's up, Cookie? Good. What's up? What's up? Oops, man. Oh, I got you. I got you. Good afternoon. Hey, what's up? What's up? So the question I'm posing today is it still worth it to do rideshare? People been asking me this, man. So I don't know. Y'all know I have a different opinion. So I just ask you, is it still worth it? Like, can you still do it any day? Um, all right, hey man, made some Uber after watching Uber. After made some Uber after watching Uber this morning. Thank you, bro. Blessing, dog. Blessings to you too, sir. What's up, Jordan? What's up? What's up? Good morning to you. I'm happy to hear that you made some money. I think that's what you said. Ah, it's all good. Listen, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well, bro. I hope you're well. Where am I going? So I'm coming back from Stewart. So I'm coming back. I'm gonna stop off in Palm Beach. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go down south. Being honest, I'm trying to go down south to Miami. We'll see. We'll see if I can go down there. Um, okay. Yeah. Okay, Jordan. Well, I'm happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. Happy I can help. So you gotta make the money. Make the money while it's out there, because it won't be out there long. Hey, yeah, nice. Yeah, listen, I don't I tell everybody I don't just want one area. I work all over the place. So it's realistically because I'm one of those people. I have restrictions. I have a family. I have stuff going on. But like the way I look at it is, when I turn on these apps, I'm gonna let the app take me where it want to take me. Now, of course, there's some that, I don't like traffic, so there's that. So as long as I ain't going in the traffic, I'm gonna let the app take me where I'm going. And I ride back because when I'm out here working, I'm working. I like to work hard while I'm out here so that when I go home, I ain't thinking about Uber. You ain't gonna, for me, I'm not turning on the app while I'm home. Okay? That is my time to be chilling. That's my time to put my feet up. I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Like, I'm doing whatever I'm doing at home. I'm playing the game. I'm not thinking about Uber, in other words. I'm not thinking about, oh, damn, I need to go out there and make some money. No, when I'm home, I'm home. That's why. So, like for me, when I'm out here, I let the car take me. Obviously, I rent, but really soon here, I'm gonna be purchasing my car. So hopefully, I'll be able to stop saying that, and you guys can stop looking at me all crazy. Because I don't care about mileage personally. Uh, don't care about mileage, but that way I'll be able to say it, and you guys can kind of back it up. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The cookie said you make my day. Oh, listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm happy I can help, uh yeah, I'm happy I can help. Now when it gets slow, continue and do deliveries, everything. Yeah. I mean, I do deliveries all year round, but yes, I would do more deliveries, Jordan. So I would focus more on deliveries and less on rideshare because obviously it won't be a lot of rides out. So when I'm coming back, you'll be like, "Yo, you doing DoorDash?" Yes. When I'm coming back, "Yo, you doing Instacart?" Yes. Um, I was telling somebody just today that if I could do Spark, I would be doing Spark, but unfortunately, I can't do Spark. Can't do Spark and I can't do Amazon. Those are the two apps that I can't do. But if you can, I would say it's good money on both of those apps. I know there's a big waiting list and all of that stuff, but if you have the benefit of being able to do those two apps, I made so much money off of those two apps. Like those two apps for me replaces Uber, replaces what I do with Uber, you know, because I can make 2K off of those two apps. Easy. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's easy because deliveries is different type of work. You know, y'all know I got a little gut here. I'm not skinny, but when you're doing deliveries, it's an exercise. It's definitely an exercise. You're gonna work up a sweat. There's a lot of people that want food that want, order on DoorDash, order on Uber Eats, that type of thing. They're on the third floor. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what it is. A lot of people that want packages delivered to them, they're on the third floor. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all probably are on the third floor in your apartment complex. So as a delivery driver, I gotta be able to walk up them steps and get that delivery done. And it's a constant up and down, up and down, up and you know what I'm saying? So when I first started doing deliveries, so like that first month, this first month, maybe May, for the month of May, I'm gonna be out of breath. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna see me go live and none of that. I ain't doing nothing for the month of May. I mean, well, I go live, but I'm saying like I'm not gonna be doing no type of vlogs or anything like that because y'all gonna just hear me breathing. But after May and June, listen, I'm gonna be right. I'll be right because it's just a different type of grind. I tell anybody doing what I do, what we do as rideshare drivers, is easy in the sense of I'm sitting in my car. I got my seatbelt on. My seat is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even really driving. I'm sitting in the AC. Yeah, it could be hot outside, but I just turn up the AC and I'm sitting down all day. So, but when you, damn, I got caught up in traffic. Damn it. Look at y'all, I wasn't looking at the map. Got caught up in traffic. Damn, I got caught up in traffic. Oh, that sucks. I got caught up in traffic. Uh, Good old Palm Beach. Palm Beach traffic. And then this guy trying to cut me off. Nobody, you can't cut me off, not in the Tesla. Uh, Good try. Good try. Well played. Well played. Damn, I got caught up in traffic. Um, damn. Excuse me. So as a delivery driver, man, and, it's just a different grind. But yes, to answer your question, yes. More deliveries during the summer, more deliveries during the off season, because at the end of the day, you want to do what's popping. You know what I'm saying? As a gig driver, you want to make money. That's the whole point. We don't come out here just to drive around. We're coming out here to drive around. We're coming out here to just sit in the lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out here to make money. So if rideshare isn't paying me or paying me what I want to be paid, then I got to go to what is paying me. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like as soon as I go live, it's like everybody want to call me. Everybody wants to call me when I go live. I don't get no phone calls during the day. But as soon as I go live, it's like now 15 people want to call me. Just fun times, fun times. So if you see the screen go black, you see it look like I'm frozen. I'm not frozen. It's just I got a phone call, and I gotta wait for the voicemail because yeah, that's the fun times. That's how YouTube works. So if you guys don't know, uh, let me say, uh, yep. All right, cool. So yeah, yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, like literally, I get 15 calls when I go live. Ain't even that special, man. Nobody calls me during the day, but as soon as I go live, it's like I don't know, maybe the bill collector's watching me and like, oh, he live, let's call him. I got him. Yeah, I see you live. We gonna call you now. We get 15 calls. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes. My homeboy just called me like, yo, come on, man. I had all day long, chilling. Now you want to call me? This is the time that you decided to call me. Chilling the whole day. uh, don't mind me, guys. All right, cool. So I'm gonna be stuck in this traffic, I guess. It just is what it is. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Yoda. Uh, Mr. DSN, hey, Mr. Consistency, man. What's up, brother? Well, thank you again. Thank you for your support. It's fun though, all your comments, man. Listen, you the goat. You the goat. Appreciate you, brother. Like if I need a little pick me up. So you was talking about like what me being able to motivate you. Mr. DSN motivates me. I ain't gonna lie. This DSN is like the only person that will come out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, okay, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Mr. DSN is super encouraging. So shout out to him. uh, yeah, man. As I was saying, as a delivery driver, it's like I'm a switch. You gotta. It's a workout. It's definitely a workout. Don't get it twisted, especially out here where it's hot. Um, uh, okay. Um, okay. Okay, guys. I gotta be back. I'll be back. Hold on. I'll be back. I'll be You know what? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been talking this whole time and y'all couldn't hear me. Look at myself, right? That's bad. That's bad. See, that's bad. See, when life happens, uh, just kind of throws everything off. My bad, everybody. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. See, shout out to y'all because I'm over here just talking to myself, talking away. La, la, la. But this is life. Life happens. So I was saying I'm back. I just got caught up by life. So, you know, it's all good. As you can see, I'm back. I get talking to myself, which isn't good. That isn't good. Um, but yeah, I was given the story of, saying like as a delivery driver, it's experience. When you do DoorDash, when you do Amazon, when you're doing Spark or Instacart, it's a different experience. That's why a lot of the people that do it, you don't see them with the big Uber gut that I got. The Uber drivers, you see them with the gut that I got because we just sitting in our car chilling. But those delivery drivers, man, listen, especially like when you really getting into it and you talking about like FedEx and all of that, man, they be in shape. The FedEx people be running. They be working out. They be working out their whole shift. You know it's real when your work attire is like workout gear. That's how you know it's real. Because those routes, listen, I know everybody say that they want to do Amazon, but if you it ain't for the faint of heart. If you ain't ready to run, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because the deadlines that they give you, the amount of packages that they give you, it just ain't for the faint of heart. And that was me as a flex driver. Can you like when you really like understand how it is for the regular drivers? Oh my gosh. They have like 400 or 500 packages a day. And let them come back with packages. It's a problem. It's a problem. Now, yeah, a lot of the packages go into multiple, like central locations, but it's just the point. That's a lot of packages. A lot of packages that you got to deal with. So, it's a different level of exercise. But for me, I do what I got to do. If the market slows down, definitely got to do what I got to do. All right. So, but yeah, so I was saying, like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to be an Uber driver right now? 2025, is it still worth it? I mean, I know we kind of more so in the year, but like, is it still worth it? Yeah. And I was given the example of if everything, I done been in some bad situations. I mean, I would say now I'm going through a bad situation. But like if everything broke down on me, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got nothing to my name. I'm just struggling. Everything was gone. Everything was completely gone. I ain't got nothing to my name. I gotta figure it out. I ain't got a house. I ain't got no car. If I'm just on the bottom. If I go back to, what I'm saying? Like I lose everything. Being an Uber driver, and let's say I don't even have a car. But I don't even have a car. Oh, I go down here. Let's say I don't even have a car, right? I'm gonna come down here. Oh, my bad. I am parking. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm parked. All right. So look at this. Okay. So I'm parked. Let me get the little sun out my face. See, you guys gotta have one of these. Tonight. This is a beneficial tool for us drivers because the sun be killing us, killing me because I don't got tents. I know a lot of y'all don't. Y'all got tinted cars, but for people like me, I don't got That's it. This is the biggest reason why I want to stop renting. This right here. So I'm gonna just kind of makeshift it, so I can get the sun out of my face. But listen, that is the biggest reason why I don't want to rent anymore. That right here, because I had this car all blacked out. I got a friend in the Telegram group. His car is exactly how I would have my car. His car is completely black. Oh my gosh, he got a white car and it's completely black. Boy, but yeah, what was I talking? I was saying like if I lost it all right now, right? So for everybody that says Uber driver isn't worth it, if you lost it all, you don't have no house, no car note, you ain't got nothing to your name. Everything is just gone. You just lost it. Let's say you in a position like Job or something like you just lost everything. You just on your last, on your bottom. You at your lowest. What would you do? No jobs are hiring. What would you do? Especially in this economy. What would you really do? Like, what would you do to bring yourself back? I'm in a bad position now, but not, But let's say I was in that position. What would I do? First thing I'm gonna do is try to get a car. Because as an Uber driver, you can rent. I don't recommend renting through Hertz or Avis or whatever, but listen, if you ain't got nothing to your name, you out here struggling, everything's gone, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to rent a car. I'm gonna get me a little whatever, a little. I'm gonna go through one of these companies and I'm gonna get me just a little basic car. They pay like $200-300 a week because I know if I pay that $200, I'm gonna be able to get in a vehicle and I'm gonna go grind. I'm gonna go grind the wheels off of that vehicle, and I'm gonna make that money, and then I'm gonna hopefully make like I know I'm gonna at least make $1,000 that week, easy. No opportunity is like that. Well, you can start with almost zero. I mean, obviously, you got to start with a couple dollars to be able to get a car. Because, the rental car companies, you need like $200-300. So you don't even got that. I mean, at that point, you need like a cash advance, or you probably need to get a loan. I mean, let's be realistic. You need like $200-300 to rent a car, generally from Hertz or Avis. Avis most likely if you got a credit card. But that's the kind of okay. That part you gotta figure out. You gotta come up with $200-300. You come up with $200-300. You go jump in the car. You go jump in the car. At that point, hours don't matter. This whole hourly thing that you guys, oh, I'm not getting paid 20. I want to get paid $40 an hour, and I want to get paid $50. That whole hourly thing doesn't matter. If you lost everything, you have nothing but time on your hands. Like the people in my in insurance industry used to tell, you either got time or you got money. You don't have both. Make no mistake about it. You either got time or you got money. If you ain't got no money, you got a lot of time. And if you ain't got a lot of time, then you must be have a lot of money. Now I know what you're gonna say, but I got kids, but I got a significant other, but I got this, I got that. I get all of that, but I'm just saying you either got time or you got money. Those are realistically the only two things that you got. Kids, spouse, I don't know, another job. You taking care of your grandma, your mom, caretaker. All of those are things that you can work around, but those don't stop you. If that makes sense, it doesn't stop you from getting out and making money. Like I know a lot of people that are caretakers that take care of their family members, whether it's the mom, grandma, and they have to be there pretty much most of the day. They can still go out and get money because of the opportunity that this is. I know people that have kids. I know people that have significant others, and they still come out here and grind. It's like, hey, baby, You want the bills paid? Hey, hey, baby, you want that new bag? I can get it for you. Work. Let me just come out here on let's come out here on a Saturday and Sunday. I'll be able to get, like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a large portion of the, like, when I started eating real good, when I got this gut, I started eating good because of the jobs that I had. It was because I started doing Uber. I was making good money. I was making good money. Because it wasn't about the hours. When you lose everything, my channel isn't about, let's go and work only during these specific times so you could get paid $50 an hour, and let's make sure that you have a surge on top of this ride so that it's paying you. I don't care about that. I'm sorry. My channel isn't about going through the math and, oh well, this is going to be depreciation and this is going to be taxes I don't care about that. My channel is just basic. If you in a struggle and you ain't got nothing, ain't no job gonna hire you. If the job hires you, it takes 2 weeks. You got to catch the pay period. You got to work the job for 2 weeks before you get paid. And realistically, it's like 3 weeks. But whatever, you got to work 2 weeks for the pay period. Unless you talk about Amazon, which pays you weekly. And okay, if you get that, cool. So you get paid at the end of the week. That's it. I mean, I don't work at the post office, the Amazon. I'd have been a waiter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta wait 2 weeks. You gotta catch the pay period. And that's saying that you catch it, and you get hired, and they start you on the right day. They can start you whenever they want to start you. You can go through the interview, and they can say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you the job," and they don't start you until the end of the month. What you gonna do? I don't work at McDonald's, I haven't worked at Wendy's, worked at Chick-fil-A. They start you when they start you. Now, yeah, I get it. Some jobs will start you sooner than others. Some jobs you get hired on the spot. I get all of that. But it's still about the pay period because they want to direct deposit the money into your account. Just because they hired you on the spot don't mean you're gonna start that day. Okay, cool. You start that day, then it's about the pay period. When they're gonna actually pay you. Because they still gotta sign your check. So all I'm saying is that if you lost everything today, again, I know we talking about an extreme situation. I don't wish that on nobody, but unfortunately, I'm just plugging up my phone here. My bad. I'm just plugging up my phone. But yeah, unfortunately, things happen. Maybe you go through a divorce. Maybe you lose somebody. I don't know. Maybe you have like a mental situation. Maybe you have a physical situation. Maybe you have a stroke or heart attack. Again, I don't wish these things on you, but it's just life. Life happens. So, what if your job fires you? That consistent paycheck that you used to. What happens when they say, "Hey, listen, yeah, you know what? We're gonna let you go." Because the other thing that nobody talks about with jobs is that jobs, your bosses do change. Your bosses change all the time. Y'all know I've kind of said why I don't work at the bank anymore, but like part of it was that we had a whole management change. The new owner came in, he wanted his people in, and guess what? I wasn't his people. Even though I did my job, I was nice. I did, I knew what I was doing. He wanted his people in. Guess what? Guess what happens to me? Even though I got seniority, even though I've been there, even though I have experience, even though my customers love me, even though I'm giving a lot of value, I'm showing up. I never missed a day. I got tons and tons of sick time. They can rely on me. I'm a player. I come in when they call me. Guess what happens when new management comes into a job? They want their people, and you're not their people. So you either get kicked out, or they start reducing your hours, or they start micromanaging you. These are all things that happen just on a regular. Again, I don't wish it on nobody. I hope that you don't go through that, but I did. They did. That's in corporate America. That's one of the main reasons why I'm not back there. Again, I'm not saying that that happens at every job. That was one experience, but it's just an experience. You never know. Or what if you work there for like 20, 30 years and then technology comes in? Like my grandparents' generation. Hey, you got to get with the times. And they just don't understand the technology. Yeah, you've been working there for 30 years. Yeah, you know how to do it, but listen, man, we got to get you up out of here. So they find ways to get you out. So, I just started off saying, like, what happens if you lose everything? Not that I'm wishing it on you, not that that's the type of person I am, but what happens? Hourly pay doesn't matter no more. It doesn't matter if you're getting $30 an hour, $20 an hour, $15 an hour. That's not the point. You lost everything. You got your bank accounts are negative, like mine used to be. Hey, all that matters is you got to get money. What happens if your kid needs to eat? The baby needs diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hourly stuff don't matter no more. See, because what all I'm trying to present to you is that being an Uber driver is a little bit different than a regular job. Maybe you don't know that. I'm sorry, but I want to be the channel that's gonna keep it real with you. Being an Uber driver, whether you know it or not, you are a 1099 contractor. So what that means is you are a business owner. You don't get paid by how long you sit on the app. I'm sorry, you don't. Let me turn on this app from the morning, and then it'll kick me off at 12 hours. But let's say I could turn this app on from the morning, and I could turn it off at 12 a.m. I'm not gonna get paid. Only time you get paid is when people are in your back seat as an Uber driver or as a delivery driver. You're delivering food packages or whatever. You're delivering goods. That's it. I guess I can say it's all the same because you're delivering people. So okay, so let me rephrase that. The only time you get paid as a gig worker is when you deliver people, goods, or services. That's it. When you swipe and you complete, that's it. You're paid instantly on most platforms. VHO is kind of weird, so you might, if you get a shift, whatever. If you doing VHO, you just got a different schedule. If you're doing Amazon, you get paid immediately. Well, you get paid the next day. That's how Amazon works. If you set it up like that. If you don't set it up like that, then you get paid every week. Sorry. But I mean, it's real simple. You just do it in the settings. If you talk about Spark, you get paid instantly if you have the one app. Talking about Instacart, you get paid instantly if you cash out. Those are, if you got DoorDash, listen, you get paid almost instantly. And obviously Uber and Lyft is the same thing. So again, I started off saying, what happens if you lose everything? Well, if I lose everything right now, first thing I'm gonna do is get a car. Like I said, you got to come up with $200-300. I don't know how you gonna do it. I would say cash advance, loan, whatever. That's between you and how you gonna do it. But you need like $200-300. I'm going to a rental car office, and I'm going to rent a car. This whatever. I don't like those companies, but it is what it is. At that point, you just lost everything. Bank account negative. Somebody need food. Yada yada yada. You can't. You got to do things that you don't want to do. At that point, guess what I'm doing? I'm renting that car, and I'm gonna run that car into the ground. But not like how y'all do it. I just run the car in the ground, just driving around. Run that car in the ground because I'm gonna make $1,000 that week. I'm gonna be driving nonstop. People in my car nonstop from sun to sundown. That's what I mean by running the car in the ground. Sun up to sundown. That car ain't really gonna turn off. That's what I mean by running the car in the ground. Y'all be running it in the ground because you just driving it everywhere. That ain't, and this is why I say it's all about your priorities. If you lost everything and you ain't got it, you just had $200, $300. I mean, that was your last. Listen, I'm gonna go make some money, and every day I'm gonna try to make something, even if it's just $100, because that's gonna cover the little 200-300 that you spent. I'm I make $100 times seven. That's what $700. That's good money when you ain't have nothing. I know what you're saying, but it ain't. I want to make $50 an hour. I want to do big. I get all of that. I get all of that. But taxes, Nick. But taxes. I get all of that. But the depreciation in it, I get all of that. We just talking about if this is an emergency situation, you ain't got it. You ain't in the best position that you in. What do you do? I'm gonna go jump in the car. I'm gonna go rent because we saying that we lost everything. If you got your own vehicle, then I would just drive my own vehicle and save that $200-300. That $200-300 honestly would just be my gas for the week. Again, we saying that we lost everything, so I'm gonna probably go get a cash advance for $500. Take 200-300, put it in the bank account. Hey, I'm going to rent a car. I'm gonna rent a car from Hertz, Avis, one of them. One of them gonna give me a car. Obviously, you got to pay for the Uber there and back and whatever. Listen, I'm gonna get in that car and I'm gonna run it from the time that they give me that car to the time that I bring it back. I'm putting people in my car. I'm taking people out. At that point, it ain't about strategy. I'm taking everything. I'm not being a cherry picker. I'm not being the super selective. I'm not doing all of that. I'm trying to make as much money as I possibly can. So every minute that I have that vehicle, somebody's gonna be in my car. And that's how I'm gonna run it into the ground. Because by doing that, by the end of the week, I'm at least gonna be at $1,000. Cool. I made $1,000. Spent 300. Let's say I spent 300. I got $700 left. Still have this vehicle. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again, right? Because what's gonna happen? I'm building up my bank account. We just said that I lost everything, right? I got no money. So again, now what that so I spent the 300, so I had 700, 700. So again, we just gonna say 700 times four. Y'all know how to do math. 700 times four is how much? 700 times four is more money than the negative bank account that you had previously. It ain't what I know y'all live in these places and you gotta make 6, 7 grand every month. I get all of that. But we just talking about you just lost it. So you ain't even making the 7, 8, 9, 10 that some of y'all be making. So if that's possible to do that in 2025, right now, today is what? April what's today? Today is April 8th. April 8th right now. So if that's possible to do that today. There is no other opportunity that you could do that with right now. It's legal. We throw the legal part in. There ain't no other opportunity that you could do that with. I'm sorry. You can do drop shipping, but you got to spend money. You got a lot more money than that. I mean, it just not. What else are we gonna say that you could do that with? So if that's the case, and that's my argument. That's my argument. That's where I'm coming from with it. You go here and make $1,000 right now. You ain't got nothing in your bank account, and by the end of the week, you got something. You got money for diapers. You got money for rent. You got money for whatever food to take your significant other on dates. You got money. You got money to buy another car. If you could do that right now today, if you could do that, how can I tell y'all? How can I be a man of my word and tell y'all that there ain't no money in rideshare no more? How can I tell y'all that ride sharing ain't really all that good in 2025? It ain't all that good. I'm sorry. How can I tell y'all that, I don't know. How can I tell y'all that it's dead? Ride share is dead right now. Ride share is dead. You being an Uber driver, it's dead. How can I tell y'all? Exactly. Uh, To Monte. Sorry, I wasn't reading your messages, but yeah, shout out to you, man. You Don't know how good it is to see your face, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, it's good to see you too, bro. You going through? Uh, hey, bro, it's all good. I'm just catching up on your messages. My bad. Uh, yeah, man. Listen. So Monte says in the DC area. So this is a completely different market. Obviously, I'm in South Florida. He's talking about in DC, which is basically way across the United States. He's saying in the DC area, drivers can make 1,500 off just the weekends. You're working during the week. But this is the crazy thing. And I'm just talking, I mean, listen, this is the crazy thing. You search up Uber driver right now, you're going to see nothing but negative stuff when it comes to Uber. You're going to see, you search up, I don't know, do Uber drivers make money? You're going to see nothing but negative stuff. That's the crazy part, right? Nothing but negative stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you gonna come out here and ball out. I'm just saying if you ain't got nothing, you could have something. You can come out here and make something worth it. Now, I'm not saying that that's every single person because some people just don't work. Remember, you gotta have people in your car. That's where it starts. Now, as you grow and as you get better, you get to a place where it's like, listen, okay, yeah, I could take every single ride, but some rides I don't want to take because I'm going into traffic. Some rides I don't want to take because it's taking me away from my house. Some rides I don't want to take because I don't want a deadhead. You get to that point after you understand the way Uber works, after you start to understand what rides to take and what rides not to take. And that's, yeah, so like how he's saying, you can make $1,500 in a weekend. $1,500 in 3 days is what, 250? What? No, that's 300. No, that's like 400 or 500. Wow, wow, gosh, I don't know how bad I just got that math. It's about $100 a day. I really just got bad at math. $500 a day on the weekends. That's not bad. $500 a day on the weekend, just the weekends. That's not talking about during the week. If you can keep that pace up, I know it's you can't really keep that pace up, but I'm just saying, if you keep that pace up, $500 every day times seven. I'm gonna get a little bit better. I'm gonna try to make back up my bad mistakes at math. That's $3,500. What job can you make $3,500 on the first week? People don't like. This is why I say you can't listen to every talking head. You gotta have your own experiences. You gotta understand that it's real money out here. True. It's very true. There's real money out here. You just gotta be willing to make it. You gotta put in the work. So my channel is all about listen. I'm not gonna tell you about the hourly pay. I don't care. I'm not gonna tell you about taxes. That's between you and your accountant. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not gonna tell you about depreciation because I feel like it's a work vehicle. It's gonna depreciate regardless. You're in a transportation type of job. So whatever vehicle you use is going to depreciate regardless. That's almost a given. Realistically, you should have already factored that in the sense of this is the peripheral, at least right now, this is the thing that you're doing. I didn't say, like when I did have my vehicle, I wasn't driving my vehicle like, oh man, I don't want to put any miles on my vehicle. Man, listen, I'm trying to make money. That's the whole reason I'm out here. I'm trying to make money and make as much money as I can. So when those bills come knocking, because they don't stop, I can pay them. So I'm trying to make as much money as I can so that, my significant other at that time, I could take her wherever I needed to take her. I could give money to my friends. So I could give money to my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do those types of things. That's what my channel is about. Now, I'm not saying that it's always the greatest of times because it's pretty slow for us. So the reason why I say hours don't matter is because right now you can go put in, yeah, let's say if you know what you're doing, you can go put in 10, 12 hours and make $400, $500, $600. We got a guy that's doing Doing that right now. Actually, we got a couple guys in the Telegram that's doing that. But now during the slow season, next month, you can put in 10, 12 hours and you might make 150 because it's slower. So the hours don't matter in that sense. But I mean, if you a hustler, you gonna hustle. If you really need the money, if you really trying to chase this opportunity, you're gonna make the money. Make no mistake about it. For me, I'm switching to deliveries because deliveries will be a little bit higher in the sense of there's a little bit more money to be made on deliveries at that time. But that don't mean I can't keep doing Uber. It's just it's gonna be slower. Oh, I want to I want to maximize my time. At a point where now it's about maximizing my time. It's not about just putting in the hours because I've put in the hours. I've done 80, 90, 100, 200 weeks. I'm not bragging about that, but I'm just saying that I've already been there. So now it's about maximizing. Now I like to make 2,000 a week. You got to know how to maximize your income if you're gonna make that type of money. Now I'm trying to hit 3K a week. Again, you got to maximize your income. And that's what it's all about. So as you grow and as you take advantage of the opportunity, and I'm not even saying that's everybody. For some people, you make if you were able to make $2,000 a week, you would take that money and go invest in a real estate property. For other people, look, I'm gonna go take that money and I'm throwing it in Bitcoin. For other people, I'm gonna go take that money and I'm investing in my career. That'll be my first. That'll pay for my tuition. You know what I'm saying? For some people, you get the messages all the time. Every one size doesn't fit all. So everybody likes to say, "Oh, but you're a slave to Uber." Well, okay. For me, it's working. I'm not gonna be here for forever, but for right now, this is where I'm at. But that's not everybody. That's not what my channel is about. You guys can see, I'm always telling you, don't just make the money to make the money. Look, it's cool to see $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in your bank account. But you know what's even cooler? To see it go into an investment and now that investment pays you. Knowing that you got $100 coming in every month, $500 coming in every month, it feels good. It's like, yo, I got $500. Damn, where this money came from? Damn, I ain't have to work for that. It feels good. It feels good. It feels different. But again, just to reiterate, the whole point of the conversation is if I lost everything, which I've done multiple times, and I probably will do in the future, because I take risks. But I take risks because if I lost everything right now, if I'm on my last, I ain't got nothing. Obviously, with the way the economy is, jobs are not hiring like that. And again, we know it's going to take 2 weeks to get paid from a job because I got to catch the pay period. Again, I'm not talking about the random job like Amazon. If I could get an Amazon job, it ain't even hiring right now. But if I could get an Amazon job and Amazon pays weekly, we're not talking about the one random job that pays weekly. We talking about normal jobs that pay on the 1st and the 15th, 10th and the 25th. Normal jobs. I know you're gonna tell me, but so and so job, that job, man. Normal jobs. Because when I worked at McDonald's, I worked at Chick-fil-A. Normal jobs pay on the 10th and the 15th. The 10th and the first and the first and the 15th, the 10th and the 25th. Normal jobs. I know what you might say is they got the new thing where you can kind of cut into your paycheck or whatever. I think it's daily pay or whatever. We talking about the normal situation though. Normal jobs, you gotta get it takes 2 weeks before you get paid. So if I lost everything, I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna find a way to get $300. Really like $300. So what I said was I go get a cash advance. If you already got a cash advance out, then you gotta get a loan. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate. It just is what it is. You gotta get a loan. Get a loan for $500. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. Gotta figure that out. I'm going to rent a car. You know, literally the steps that I would do. If I ain't got no bank account, my bank account on negative, my kid gotta eat, my wife at that time, whatever, she needs to eat. You know what I'm saying? I got a medical emergency. I need to make money. I'm a provider. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do? I'm going to get a car. $300, $400. Obviously $100 for gas. Find $300. I'm gonna get a car. I'm renting it from Avis or Hertz. Don't like them, don't recommend it. It's an emergency situation. I'm getting a car and I'm gonna run that car into the ground. You guys say run it into the ground. I'm not just driving all around and I'm going to get my haircut, going to do groceries. Oh, I'm gonna take my kid to daycare. Oh, I'm gonna go get things for people. I'm talking about that run into the ground. I'm talking about there will, from sun up to sundown, there will be people in my car all day. I'm gonna do about 20, 30 rides, maybe even 40, 50. I know that sounds crazy. I get it. This is an emergency situation. I'm trying to make $300 a day. But even if I only make $100, I'm working from sun up to sundown. Because at that point, hours don't matter. I lost everything. Who cares about my hours? I'm grinding. This is called grind mode. This is an emergency situation. I'm trying to make the money back. So that first day, all right, boom. That first day, second day, third day, I'm hustling because I just lost everything. My baby needs food. Significant. My wife had it. She needs whatever she needs. I don't know what would be that serious, but you get what I'm saying. Like we need money. Bank account is negative. My bank account is negative. Netflix is calling. Rent is due. Rent is due. We about to get evicted. Hours don't matter at that point. I'm not looking at damn. I only want to work 5 hours today. Oh my gosh. Ah, I don't want to go out there today. I only want to work a couple hours. No, I'm going to work. I'm going to work. Almost everything. So okay, cool. Even if I only make $100, okay, $100 times seven is what? $700. We already know I spent 300 on the car. And boom, I'm giving them another 300. So now I'm at what? I can't do math. I got $400 in the bank now, and I'm gonna do that again. Most likely, I'm not gonna make $700 the next week. I'm probably gonna make $1,000 because I'm learning the market. I'm learning what I'm doing. I'm seeing what to pick up, what not to pick up. I'm gonna be a little bit more selective. And I probably will make $1,000. Now I made $1,000. Got 400 in the bank. Now I made $1,000. That's 1,400. And I keep going. Let's say by the end of the week, by the end of the month, I got I don't know 3 grand, three 400. That's money. That's money. Yes, I get it. I'm not factoring in gas. Yes, I get it. The taxes. Yes, I get it. Maintenance. Yes, I get it. I know you gonna tell me about something else, but that's good money. That's $3,400 that you just had that came out of nowhere. You grinded for it, it came out of nowhere. Now you able to do stuff with. Now, am I saying keep work like that? Keep working like that? No. Obviously, take that money, put it into something, take care of the bills, do whatever you need to do. But if you still in that predicament the next month, go hard again. And you should be able to, at that point, you should know your market. If you've been working that hard and you've been working from sun up to sundown, you should have seen some patterns. There should be patterns in your market. Damn, bro. When I work in the mornings and I hit this area, man, this area is slow. So when I work in the mornings, I want to hit this area. Man, in the evenings, I'm saying that I make a little bit more on this, so I should hit this. I should work a little bit harder over here. You should notice patterns. Damn. When I pick up from this area, all I'm getting is hoodlums. When I pick up from this area, oh, man, I'm getting nothing but business people. Business people like to tip. When I pick up from this area, I'm getting people that I relate to. They like to tip too. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is for you, you should know the patterns if you're working that hard. So now I'm putting it in my memory bank. Now when I go out and work from sun up to sundown, I'm being a little bit more efficient. Now it's $1,000. Maybe it's $1,500. You see how I'm growing that amount? I'm still working. Like, cool. I had 3 grand last month. Now it might be 5 grand. Again, I'm out of the predicament that I was in the first month. I got a couple dollars in the bank. Now what do I do with that money? It's not, oh, Uber sucks. Oh my gosh, I'm only getting two, $3 rides. It's not that. It's okay, let me go do something with this money. Let me go put it into an investment property. A lot of y'all be talking about real estate. You got 15 houses and all of this stuff. Let me go buy a real estate property so I can a rental property. Let me go put it in vending machine. Let me go get me a vending machine and put it in a location. Let me go, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me invest in myself. Let me invest in another business. That's what you realistically should be doing. After you paid your bills, after you got yourself out of purgatory, that's what you should be doing. In my case, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm learning, I've learned how to trade. I'm re-upping on my security licenses. My credit ain't good my credit ain't good for a property, so I can't do. Y'all won't see me do properties, but I mean, listen, I'm doing everything else. The insurance business still have it. It's just you need yeah, whatever. But this is how you get out of Uber. So when you say it, so the question overall for the video today, for the live stream today, I've been just trying to break it down what I would do if I lost everything. But the question overall is rideshare dead in 2025? If it's dead in 2025, then the situation that I described, you shouldn't be able to do. I'm just saying, if rideshare is dead, you should be able to make that $1,000. If Uber is so bad, like everybody says, you shouldn't be able to come up with that money. But the way that I just described it is something that anybody can do. Now, you probably won't do it because it's a lot of work. You probably not gonna do it because it's difficult, but you can do it. It's gonna take a grind. You're gonna have to grind. It's a hustle. And get out. Look, I'm not saying it's for the fear. I'm not telling you that. I didn't say it was easy. When you work a 10, 12, 15 hour day, it ain't easy. You coming home tired. But what I'm saying is it's possible. It's an opportunity to do it. Right now, jobs are not hiring. Y'all know this better than I do. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't, well, I've been for jobs, but I haven't worked a job in 5 years because of the money and the income that I could do from rideshare. So y'all know this better than I do. How can I still be talking about the same stuff if I ain't worked in 5 years? How can I be on the money and I ain't worked in 5 years? 'Cause it don't change. Nothing really changes. It's the same thing. I worked a lot of jobs. There is that. I did work a lot of jobs. So, but that part don't change. I did work a lot of jobs. But yeah, man, listen, I hope it all makes sense, man. I hope it makes sense. So for me, in my opinion, and the videos that I make, ride share ain't dead. We just getting started. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to continue working like that. That's hard. That's hard on your body, hard on your mind, hard on you. But it does get you out of a predicament. And it does give you the ability to start doing things. You know what I'm saying? Now, renting cars is expensive. So you probably need to take that 3, 4 grand that you made and put it into a car. You know what I'm saying? So now you got your own car. Now your payments are lower. Now you're not paying that 200, 300 a week. You just paying one payment of $600. I don't know. I don't know what your payment would be, but I'm just saying, like, it's a little bit different. You ain't dealing with a rental car company now; it's yours. You get the windows. But you start making some different decisions. You start looking at it from a different perspective. Okay, if you still grinding like that, all right, now you have a budget. Now you start saying, okay, look, I know I'm gonna spend this much money in gas. This is how much money I spent every week. So let me put that money aside. Boom. So before I even make money, for me, I have an account for the money that I'm going to spend on charging. That's how I do it. I would say have the budget aside for the money that you're gonna spend on gas. So it's already covered. So you already know when you go out there and hustle, the money that you spending on gas is already paid for. In my case, I still rent my car, so I have the money aside for the rental car. So now, and then in my case again, I have the money aside that I'm gonna spend on eating. So I'm budgeted down. So when I go out there, everything for me is profit because I've already budgeted for the little things that I'm gonna do. Now I just need to make the money. Then okay, boom, I made the money. Now at the end of the week, I'm evaluating whether or not I hit those minimums that I set for myself, or it was a little different. Like what did I do differently? So that's what I'm doing. But this is how you run a smart business. And we'll probably talk about that in another live. You start to get more efficient. And that's the whole point. Efficiency is everything. I'm not saying that you got to work 100 hours every single week. I'm not saying that you could do that for the rest of your life. No, I'm just saying if you lost it all, if you're in a predicament, if you just you're unemployed right now, you got a kid that needs to eat, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and grind. Don't worry about those hours because that doesn't matter in the sense of whatever you got going on. What is more important? Being able to pay your light bill or working 15 hours? What's more important? Getting evicted, working 15 hours. That's how I look at it. Now, if you're not in that predicament, sure, do whatever you got to do. But if you're not in that predicament and you're not working that hard, you can't really say there ain't no money in Uber, especially if you don't got nobody in your car. That's how I look at it. So, so I've been talking for a while. So let me read the comments. My bad, my bad. I tell you, I think I caught up with you. Man, you're absolutely right. Some people just don't got it. Yes, sir. Monte says, man, hell yeah. I've been averaging 460 a night in like 10 hours. So Monte is a hustler. No, I don't know if you still here, but Monte is a hustler. But it sounds like he went through the grind, started noticing those patterns that I'm talking about that you don't need me to tell you. You don't need to know where the because you won't notice them because you're gonna get rides from specific points. Everybody says, "Oh, what's the best place to go?" The best place to go is the places that you go to that you see the most rides coming from. Yeah, I can say, for us in Miami, everybody thinks it's Wynwood, South Beach, and downtown, or it's Wynwood, South Beach, Wynwood, South Beach, and Brickell. That's what everybody thinks. That ain't the best places to me. Those are the most common places, but that ain't the best places to get rides from. That's where every other driver is at. But you start to notice where the best places are because you out there working. You see the pings. Damn, I keep getting pings from over that way. Hmm. Keep getting pings from the pier. I keep picking up people from the pier. Hmm. The pier is a hotspot. Man, I keep getting pings from this park. It seems like every day around 12 o'clock, I get people from this park. Hmm. Duh, the park is a hotspot. But ain't nobody gonna tell you that the park is a hotspot because it's not a common hotspot. The common hotspots are not the spots that you want to be at. Let me say it like that. But again, we'll talk about this in another live stream. But yeah, man, it sounds like Monte has gotten the groove. He's learning his market. He done learned his market, starting to ball. And That's ultimately what I want for everybody. 460, 500, bro. That's almost 3 grand if you can keep that up. Now I know Tuesdays and Wednesdays are usually slow. That's why I'm on the live stream. But like, yo, if you can keep it up for 4 days, that's 2 grand. Yeah, I'm still reading the messages, but I'm just saying that's weekends though. Today was slow, only 120 in like 4.5 hours. See, but again, we can already from just reading that message, I can already tell he's not in the predicament that I just described. Making 4, 6, 5, almost 500 a day in the weekend. $1,500 a weekend. You damn sure ain't in the predicament that I just described. So you can take days off, and that's the point. I call it earn your time off. If all your bills paid, your lady good or your man good, your person is good. Your kids good if you got kids. I don't have kids, but if you got kids, your kids good. Working for? You're working for your investments. You're working for money in the bank. You're working for your food. So if you got that good, then what are you working for? Take a vacation, chill, relax, do something else. You know what I'm saying? But you get to that over time. You don't start doing that when you in a predicament. You don't start, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna take Monday off. Don't make it count negative. You know what? I'm gonna take Tuesday off too. Oh, make it count. Oh boy. But yeah, man, some people not willing to work nowadays won't even do an application. Man, listen, you have no idea. Oh man, you have no idea. I get messages from people like, "Yo, I just want." Oh boy, oh boy. I ain't gonna put people on blast, but like, yo, I get a ton of messages from people, and it's like, bro, get out here and go grind. If you in a predicament, if you in that predicament, go grind. What are you worried about the hours for, man? But I just can't see myself working 8 hours. What? But your bank account negative. Okay, like, move. I just, ah, I just can't do it. Oh, but you're about to get evicted. What do you mean you can't? Well, listen, man. I don't know if I can work that many hours, man. These offers, man. These offers are crazy, bro. But you just told me that you trying to put your baby needs food. What type of crazy foolishness? Listen, I don't have kids, but if I had a kid and I see my daughter, my son, and they need food, I'm gonna figure out, man, y'all crazy. I don't care what I gotta do. Yeah, man, daddy gonna bring food. Daddy bringing food home. Daddy bringing groceries home. Hey, because that's my child. They didn't come into this world. They didn't. I don't know. But this is what I mean. If you're in a predicament, your bank account ain't right, go work. Why are you worried about the hours? Go work. Go work so that next week you can be worried about the hours. Go work this week so that next week you can be, oh, you know what? I don't want to take that for but don't do that this week. Do that next week. Go work so that listen, next month you could be like, listen, I'm not turning on that app. I'm not turning on that app. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to work. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Is it money in being a driver? Yes. You just gotta make it. Is it money still out here? Yes. Try to hustle though. It ain't easy. I got people. I got the other last thing I talk about because I get a lot of messages, man. Y'all be really like shout out to y'all. Y'all really be talking to me, and it's like I don't be trying to laugh in people's face, but it's like so people I've heard people say, but I don't have the platforms that you have? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, but because you got Premiere. Oh, okay. So you think I make $1,000, $2,000 only because I got Premiere? Yeah, yeah, because you got Premiere, man. You got Premiere, man, and you're in the Tesla, so you got Premiere. I'm in the Tesla because it's cheaper overall, not because I got Premiere. Again, I say this, and I say this to the group all the time. So I know you guys aren't in the Telegram group, but I say this all the time. My biggest weeks were when I was doing X. Because y'all think these tiers are so great. My biggest weeks were when I was doing X. And that's the thing that y'all don't understand. Because you haven't actually got out there and worked. The most busy platform is Uber X. When most customers pull up their app, they are not pulling up and saying, I want to pay a premier price. They don't think I'm gonna pay $120 to go 3 miles. Most people, 100%, most people, even you, when you first pulled up the Uber app, if you were calling an Uber right now, you're not gonna say, "Ooh, let me order a Premier." What are you gonna do? You're gonna look at it, you're gonna look for the cheapest option, and that's the one that you're gonna pick. So what is the cheapest option? The cheapest option isn't Premier. Sometimes it's comfort because they kind of interchange, but mostly it's Uber X and X Share. So where do you think I can get the most volume? If I'm talking about having people in my car from sun up to sundown, what platform do you think that I can have people in my car from sun up to sundown? That's it. It's the easiest thing. Uber X is basically the platform that most people are on. Realistically, and I think this is what Monte is saying. Comfort isn't that great. Uber Comfort isn't paying that much more than Uber X. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I'll tell you again. Uber Comfort pays literally, it's like almost the same as Uber X. Yeah, it's a different title, but it pays about the same. But the most of what for the most volume, it's Uber X. And I drive a Model 3. Y'all have seen my car in the videos. You see I'm in a car. This ain't the hatchback. This is a car. Y'all know most near people don't want to drive in a car. They want an SUV. They want the suburban. Drive a suburban. So for me personally, I didn't really get the chance to do a ton of premieres. Now, if I had the Model Y, it's a little bit different because it's an SUV. Technically, everybody feels like it's more space and all of that stuff. So, yeah, if I had the Model Y, okay, I could do a couple more premieres. But again, what I'm saying is, outside of everything else, I can still, y'all see, I just made $2,000 a couple weeks ago. My biggest weeks, my biggest weeks, hands down, were when I did Uber X, which is the platform that everybody has. Those Suburbans, those big Suburbans, they have Uber X. You better believe during the summer, guess what they're gonna be doing? Don't it's an excuse. Oh, but I don't have Premiere. That's why I can't make 2,000. Oh, but I don't have comfort, so that's why it's an excuse. I'm sorry, it's an excuse. The most popular platform is Uber X. Now, do you want to do Uber X rides? No, because you get all types of people. But again, if you in that predicament, suck it up. We all did. I suck it up too. But yeah, So I hope I talked about what if rideshare is dead. But this is why people feel like rideshare is dead. They don't have premiere. Okay. Oh man. So see one thing about the laugh in their face. I be working Uber Comfort and let me tell you, we ain't doing that shit. We ain't doing shit. Yeah, like for real. Exactly. See, he's telling you. Montan's telling y'all he still does $5 and $6 rides because it comes. Uber X and Comfort are not that much different. Like realistically, I used to say that they're the same. But sometimes it pays better, sometimes it doesn't. But that's just because Uber plays around with the platforms. You can find a really good X ride just like you can find a really good Comfort ride. It just depends. Yeah. Monte says he has a neighbor that does Uber Black, and he's the same mostly doing Uber X. Yeah, like I challenge you guys for everybody that says that. I challenge you to actually work Uber X. Really, like again, I'm not telling you to do this every single day because I get flack for this. God, why would I work that many hours? I know you're gonna say it, but I challenge you guys to actually do it yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Work one day, and I'm gonna say on the weekend. I'm gonna say one day on the weekend, a Sunday or Saturday. Work one day and just work Uber X. And you'll see that there are good rides and there's some really bad rides. There are everything that you think that you could get from Premier and Comfort and Comfort Electric. And I mean, I don't think anybody thinks there's anything good with Uber Green, but everything from Uber Green is on Uber X. Excel rides, Uber X. Uber X, I guarantee you, you're gonna find a ride that'll pay you the same as an Uber XL ride. This is that's the thing about Uber X. If you just take all of so I describe it like this, right? Again, I'm kind of in with this. The platforms are like this. Uber X is like a box of chocolate, right? You will get the most rides ever from Uber X. When you start talking about the other platforms, think of it as okay. So with Comfort, think of it as two Uber X rides. Comfort Electric, think of it again as two Uber X rides. Sometimes let's say it's three Uber X rides. A Premier ride, let's say a Premier ride is about four Uber X rides. And just kind of go from there. Can you still make money with Comfort Electric? Yes. Can you still make money with I'm sorry, can you make the same type of money that you can with Premier as you do Uber X? Yes. Just think of it as how many how many different um, many different rides. Think of it as I'm sorry, I'm looking at this guy because yeah, I was gonna have to slap him. My bad, guys. My bad. I was about to slap this guy. He kind of just parked his car like right there. I was about to slap him. My bad. So yeah. So yeah, think of it as okay, Uber X is going to be you're gonna have to do more rides to do the other platforms. I get it. More work. So a Premier ride is about four Uber X passengers. Comfort ride is about two. And that's how I look at it. So can I do a Premier ride? Yes. But I can get Premier rides. And this is the crazier thing. This is the even crazier thing. When you start, if anybody has really done Premier passengers, if anybody in the comments has actually done Premier passengers, anybody in the comments has actually done Excel passengers, you realize really quickly that they are no more special Like I said, I'm saying this for a reason. They are the same exact customer as an Uber X passenger. 'Cause I've had Premier customers get in the car and they trash my car. The same way I've had Uber X customers get in the car and trash my car. I've had Premier customers get in the car and scratch everything up. Just like I've had for people get in the car and scratch everything up. What I'm saying is they're the same customer. The difference is slightly that they value you a little bit more. That's why they're willing to pay more. Which, if you know how to, if you're not doing the $2, $3 rides and you do a $30 ride or a $50 ride, you're getting the same customer. That might be a controversial take, I know. But what I'm saying is it's a similar customer. It's a similar customer. I've had crazy Premier customers, like the people that called the police on me while I was driving. Yeah, that was a Premier customer. They used to get Premier. I've had crazy Comfort customers. Like, of course, I've had some crazy Uber X customers. Yes, I get it. There is more likely on Uber X. I'm not telling you that it's not. But what I'm saying is you got to kind of look at it from the standpoint of if you're going to say that, if you're going to say that, you got to look at it from the standpoint of how much they're paying for the ride. So a Premier customer is paying a lot more than a normal Uber X ride. If you're thinking about like, a $2, $3 ride. Remember, they pay us $2, $3, but the customer is paying like $20. So in that same case, if it's 2, 3 miles, the customer is probably for a Premier, the customer is probably paying $60, $80. Whatever. So the way I look at it is if you want to get the same exact customer on Uber X, raise the bar. Don't do $2, $3 rides. And what you'll find is they're the same exact customer. Same exact customer. I don't do many Premier rides today. I did them last year. I did a ton of Premier rides last year. Ton of Premier rides last year. So, that's all I'm saying. I'm just telling you, as a person that did a ton of rides, again, I've done 10,000 rides. Now, my opinion doesn't trump your opinion. My opinion doesn't trump your experience. Just it. Same exact customer. It's just we like Premier customers, we like Comfort customers because they're paying a little bit more for the ride. So if you take that same concept and you take it to an Uber X customer, obviously not a $2, $3 ride, you're doing like a 20, 30, $50 ride, you get the exact same customer. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So let me read the comments. My bad, my bad. Okay, so man, I had a crazy potential customer. Yeah, listen, I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. And these last 6 months, I've done nothing but Uber X and Comfort. I've done more Comfort than anything because everybody looks at me crazy when I tell them I do Uber X rides. In a Tesla? Why are you doing Uber X rides? So just I've been doing more Comfort. I can talk about Comfort a little bit more. Uh, Monte says you giving me some motivation and step back out. Man, let me get my Hey, listen, bro. Hey, Monte, listen. You see my gut. If I'm out here, you can be out here. I'm pretty sure your gut ain't as big as mine, bro. Come on now. Hey, hey, hey. It's 5:30 and it looked like a he, she, and she looked high. I was so scared. Yeah, listen. So Raspberry, here's the other situation that you may not have known. I cancel on people that I feel like that about. I ride off. I don't let them in my car, whether it's a Premier, Comfort, Uber X. I don't care. Yeah, I don't do share rides. Now that is one platform that I don't do. I don't do shared. I do not do shared. You gonna get. I can't vouch for shared. Shared is not. the platform that I'm vouching for. I'm vouching for normal Greg. I cannot vouch for share. Because shared rides, yeah, listen, I cannot vouch for that. This statement does not apply to share. Shared is crazy. Vouching for shared, you never heard that come out of my mouth. You can accept everything but shared rides. Yeah, you get a lot of problems. You want to talk about problems? Shared rides, the problem. They don't understand that shared. They don't understand that you might have to take the person that you just picked up and drop them off first. I think honestly, I think Uber tries to mix it up so that the people can get mad and do share rides. And so I think Uber tries to give you the most problems with the rides that it takes. Because you can have one person just sitting there for like 30 minutes and you just drop everybody else around. And they just over there patient. Hey, yo, you gonna drop me off anytime soon? Share rides. Is this a recipe for disaster? Don't do share rides. So I am not vouching for share rides. What I said does not apply to share rides. Listen, share rides are dangerous. I do not do shared rides. You can look at my history. I haven't done a shared ride in at least 6 months. At least. Mm-mm, mm. All of the above is crazy for shared rides. Okay, so Raspberry, I've had a situation like that around 3 a.m. I actually called the police through the Uber app to get this man help. He kept telling me he's gonna kill himself. See? Yep. No, listen, I've had I don't know. I used to post I used to make the stories a short. But yeah. Now I just yeah, listen, I've had that situation. I've had a similar situation where the guy just he kept slapping himself back there and it was like, bro, you good? Yeah, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. What was the one? Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm all right. What? Yo. Uh, well, uh, you here, bro? I just had to get him. I didn't know how to respond. I was just like, all right, bro, you here? It's your house. Like, all right, thank you, man, thank you. Yeah, um, yeah, I had that situation. I had a guy literally like, yo, I had a person that was talking to himself in the car. He was having a full conversation with himself, and myself, I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to myself earlier because I was on mute. It ain't like that. He was having a full like argument with himself, and yeah, 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 yeah. I've had people back there that done had seizures, or at least what looked like seizures. Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen. It's just like being a driver. I'm sorry. Yeah, listen. You might think it was an Uber X ride. It wasn't. It wasn't. It damn sure wasn't. And if you guys need to call the police in a ride, please do not use the Uber app. It's useless. I tried to do it anonymously and act like I was. No, 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 no. So what y'all gotta understand is Uber ain't here to help us in those situations. Uber is gonna blast it, and then they gonna call the customer like, "Hey, we see that the police were called. Are you okay? What you mean? Like I'm trying to hide it." Like, yeah. Listen, y'all gotta understand Uber is going to blast it because they need to confirm with the passenger. Because again, who's always right? It's not you. The passenger is always right. why when the passenger reports you, those reports are taken way more seriously than if you report the passenger. When the passenger says you did something, oh, you're deactivated immediately. But when you say they did something, oh, we just need to confirm it. We're going to confirm it. Yeah, we're going to confirm it. Yep, yep. We're going to confirm it with the passenger because they don't care. They don't care what you got to say. You're just an Uber driver, so yeah, you got to look at it like that. Don't take it in. Don't take it as if like it's yeah. No. I don't use the Uber app in those situations. I call 911 and I do what I need to do. No, then I report it after the fact. But nah. Don't use the Uber app. But yeah, Raspberry says yes, it's still worth it to do rideshare. I don't know what job is going to pay me 1,200 to 1,500. I have too many bills. Exactly. What I be trying to tell people. But look at y'all do this. I mean, maybe once you get off the live stream, y'all look at the content that when it talks about Uber, it is so negative, so negative. Oh my gosh, we got another pay cut. Oh my gosh, offers suck. Oh my gosh, like okay, that's insignificant to what it is that we do. Every job has problems. Y'all. I worked for a national bank. And I don't say the bank name because I don't know if they could come after me or anything. But I worked for a national bank. Right? We done all seen how the national banks, Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, and what's the other one? Capital One? No, not Capital One. Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, and damn, I don't forgot the other bank. We done seen how they act. They got lawsuits and all types of stuff against them. Y'all don't think like they all got problems. Just because it was a bank don't mean that it ain't got problems. It got like real problems. We talk about Wells Fargo, they were making up accounts. You know what I'm saying? They like Chase is any better. Chase has gotten problems. Bank of America was charging people fees for on top of fees. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of it, that's banks. Can you just imagine if we go down the line of Fortune 500 companies or corporate America, all of them places got problems. So yeah, I get it. We wanna talk about the problems of Uber, but it's like that's not. If you need to come out here and make money, come out here and make money. Focus on that stuff later. You know what I'm saying? Focus on this money. Let's get to it. Like you can't be talking about, oh my gosh, the ivory sack and nah, bro. Make the money. Make the money while you can. So this is why I tell you guys, like, when I am working, I'm working. I'm not out here like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the only thing that I'm really doing is I'm keeping up to date on the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Telegram group. If you guys are in the Telegram group, shameless plug. I am in the Telegram group a lot. Um, but yeah, yeah. But I'm out here trying to make the money. That's what I'm doing. So TR says, do you think you'll have any issues purchasing a car with rideshare income? Because I want to buy a car soon, but I don't know what's going on with that. So TR, it depends. It depends on how you have your everything structured. Okay, so let me put it to you like this. Got my first car. No, no, I had a job with my first car. I got my motorcycle on. No, let me see. Started doing rideshare in 2020. I was going to get another car before I got into an accident with my Accord, and I just didn't do it because yeah, the numbers weren't right. I'm gonna be honest at the time. And like I kind of wish I did now because I would have never gotten into this whole rental situation and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's fairly good. That was then. That was like my first year of doing rideshare. Now you fast forward to today. Usually, like when I went into the dealership the other day, all they asked me for was three months worth of bank statements. Um, I told them that I have my, you have your Uber summary stuff that you could pull up the tax summary for the month, or you can pull up the year. But really, I think all I had to show them was three bank statements. I think it was three bank statements, my ID. I want to say it was just three bank statements. I don't think I did it. I don't think I had to show them much. Told them how much I made. It's like I didn't even have to show them my tax return. If I'm being honest, like, and I qualified. It's really just about your credit. Um, you tell them your job is Uber, you know. But then again, I mean, we not. It wasn't like a serious process. If I'm being honest. So like I'm trying to remember it because like I just did it and I'm just kind of used to it. But remember, you do have extra. You can show them a summary. Like you can show them obviously your tax return, or you can show them the summary in Uber. Uber has a summary. If you go to, I think it's tax information. It's like a little tab. It's been a while since I did it, but yeah, it's a little tab in Uber. Either it's through your earnings, or I can't remember how to tell you to do it. But it's a tab on Uber that you can click, and it'll show you the summary, how much you made for that month, and it'll also show you a summary of how much you made for the year. If you've worked for multiple years. So in my case, I've worked for this is now my fifth year. Yeah, so I have 4 years worth of information that I could show. I don't think I didn't do all of that. But you do have that if you need it. Now, I would think your tax return trumps all of that. Realistically, you just got to be able to prove that you make the money that you say. So I would say like you got to know the number. So if you make $50,000 a year, you need to be able to prove, hey, I make $50,000 a year, and this is, I make $50,000 a year. How much is that a month? That's what 4 a month. I think that's 4K a month. I don't know. Y'all know I'm bad at math right now. I'm bad at math because I'm on a live stream. So you got to basically be able to prove that you make whatever you say in the last 3 months. So if you say 50K and that comes out to 4K a month, your bank statements have to show that you received 4,000 for the last 3 months, if that makes sense. And that's all I had to do. Other than that, they're checking your credit. So it's really based on your credit. And then they'll tell you how much you got to put down and all of that stuff. Is it easier if you work like a 9 to 5 or whatever? Yes. I don't know. It's just like a tough. I guess you would have more options in terms of loans. Um, like more loan companies would work with you. But realistically, if we talking about doing a car, personally, again, this isn't financial advice, but I would, if I had the ability to, I would go through my credit union more than anything. So you really shouldn't be going to the dealership for a loan. You really should be going to your credit union for a loan, and they should be telling you how much you qualify for. Which again, you still don't have to show that type of information. If you've had a credit union for a while and you're making deposits and using it as transactions. So yeah, I mean, but that's how I would go about it. I can't go about it that way because my credit is so low that my credit union is like, hey, listen, dog, tighten up. So when my credit was good, yes, I absolutely could have went through my credit union. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Tr. Long story short, go through your credit union. But if not, if you go through the dealership, then yeah, they're gonna use the last 3 months worth of bank statements. I ain't even have to like. My credit is so bad that at this point, I ain't even really have to like print out the whole statement. I just show them that the monthly income. That's all they really cared about. It's just you got to prove that. Okay, if you say you make 50K, prove it. So how can you prove it? By your bank statement. Because obviously you don't get a paycheck. Your paycheck will prove that you make whatever money you make because it's a paycheck. You get it on the first or the 15th, whatever. So that's why normally they use your paycheck. But as a driver, you're a 1099 contractor, business owner. So you just have to be able to prove that you make the money that you make. That makes sense. So yeah, bank statement all day. Last 3 months. In the last 3 months, it got to be consistent. I should say that. Don't show them a bank statement. 1 month you making $1,000, next month you making $5,000, then the next month you make $2,000. It should be fairly consistent. Yeah, but that part is more so, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't really go that much into it. I'm just saying for me, for me, um, yeah. Tony, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I've kind of wrapped up. Um, we kind of on the end of the stream. I was just kind of chatting, just read the messages. But thanks for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Well, the nuts and bolts was kind of at the beginning. This is more so the end. Man, look, man, yeah, my coffee is all water now. Oh, boy. Well, does anybody have any questions or want to make sure I answer everything? All hearts and minds clear? I still can't remember what my Spanish teacher used to say. She used to be like, preguntas? Preguntas? Any questions? Oh, man. Any questions, comments, concerns? I don't know. She used to say something. I think it was that, but I can't remember it because I hear it, but I just can't remember what she said. She used to say something, and she would say that at the end of every class. It'd be like, "Any questions, comments, concerns?" I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. I wish like I had like I don't know. I can't really like. He used to say something. I think it was questions, comments, concerns. Any questions, comments, concerns, whatever. But all hearts and minds clear. um, yeah, man, I've been talking to y'all. I need to go. I need to come out here and make some money. Why some people say I don't have a real job? They say that because they don't understand. They say that because they don't understand, and unfortunately, that's just what it is. They don't understand. A lot of people haven't taken that risk. It's a risk to be a business owner. It's a risk to be an Uber driver. Like, if we being honest, right? It's a risk. We put our lives on the line. In the same way, if you were opening up a barber shop or you were opening up I don't know, you were opening up a sneaker store, a clothing store, it's a risk. You're putting your life on the line because you're putting a ton of money into that. It's a crazy thing to do that type of stuff. You got to be crazy to be able to do that. It's a huge risk if you're like do something easy like y'all know McDonald's is everywhere, right? Open up a McDonald's. I don't even want to tell you how much it is to open up a McDonald's, but it's a risk even in that because you spending all of that money to franchise a McDonald's. You got to build it up from the ground and you got to hire employees and all of that stuff. It's a risk. That's why you see at a lot of McDonald's, at a lot of these fast food places, the owner works there for the first year because it's a risk. It's a risk. um, yeah, next time you get this way, Palm Bay, let's get some coffee, buddy. Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. I got to remember because I just came. Well, yeah, I was in Stewart. Yeah, I was in Stewart. I was in Stewart, absolutely. So I'll probably have to. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to talk. Now, I come through. I usually get a. I try to get rides up. Y'all know how I work. I work diagonal. I work directional. So I start off in Miami. I get a ride up to Fort Lauderdale, and then I get a ride, hopefully taking me further north, and then I try to get rides going back down south. That's kind of how I do. So I get rides up and try to get rides going down. But today it was just like all of the rides that were good were going up. So I got a ride up, and then I got a ride to Stewart, and it was just like, all right, whatever. And then when I got to Stewart, it was like, yo, I'm here in Stewart. Let me just make my way back down. Yeah, so that's what happened. But yeah, usually it's like yeah, I usually go directional. That's how I like to work. Or like if it's going, maybe north is got a lot of traffic, then I'll go east and west. I like to go east and west. East and west. So if I'm on the east side, I want to go west. If I'm on the west side, then I want to go east. I try to go that way. Like directional. That's the way that I do my rides. I want to go to a specific spot, and I would like to sit and hang out, chill, whatever. Because I'm fishing for rides. That's my strategy. I'm fishing for the bigger rides, so I'm going to specific spots. Y'all know, I don't want to bore you. I know that's right. Um, yeah, I prefer rideshare over McDonald's any day too. It's just saying, like, that's why they tell you get a real job. That's that's why they tell you get a real job. It's like because they don't understand. It is true that you do make more money than them. And so that's the only thing that they can say. It's like because they feel like see, this is the thing. People feel like rideshare is beneath them. And it's like, you're telling me I'm sitting in my car, in AC, and I'm driving around all day. Which is something that we used to do in my case, when I was a kid, I used to do it for all of the adults. I was the chauffeur. When they would get drunk, hey, go run errands. So, I mean, whatever. I used to like it because I used to get to drive the car. Yeah, it's like I was like, yeah, listen, I'll be the errand boy. Yep, yep, yep. You want me to go to the grocery store? I'll go to the grocery store. 'Cause that meant that I could drive the car to the grocery store. And I'm not just gonna drive to the grocery store. I'm gonna drive around the corner, go down the back road, come on back up. Then I'm going to the grocery store. And then when I get the groceries, I'm going out and I'm going to the highway. Come on down. I'm gonna get off on that exit and I'm coming back and I'm coming back down because I was, listen, I had a detour. And when I get there, "Hey, what took you so long?" Oh, it's man, damn grocery store. It was a lot of people in the grocery store. Oh yeah, it is. You right. You right. I used to love that. There was a lot of people in the grocery store today. Lines was crazy. I had nobody in the grocery store. How did I make out with insurance and drive up after the accident? Undecided. Undecided. We still talking about it. Undecided. Undecided. So we'll see. Yeah, still talking about it. Yep. Yeah, we still talking about it. Still trying to figure out what to do. Mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I have all of the information. In other words, I have all of the information. We still trying to figure it out. Because it might be better for me to just fix it myself or have them fix it. So yeah, we still working it out. Um, but yeah, how are y'all doing today? I mean, I know we've been talking a lot. uh, y'all know I'm a talker. Y'all know I am a talker. I can talk. I've been talking all this time. So how y'all doing? How's everything? I'm gonna do you like my passenger did me today. This guy, he got in the car. He was trying to sit in the front. Y'all know I don't let people sit in the front. He tried to sit in the front. I'm like, no, no, no. You got to sit in the back. He's like, okay, okay, no problem. He got in the back seat. Got back there. We start driving. We get on the highway. It was all quiet. It was all quiet. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's cool. All right. We just driving. I'm thinking like he's just a quiet person, whatever. Got my headphones in. I'm chilling. He goes, hey, Nick. I'm like, yeah. How's the kids? How's the wife? How's life? How's everything going? Like, what? They're okay. It's like, oh, okay, okay, yeah. How's the wife doing? The wife, your wife thought about this, that, and the. Uh, he's fine. I'm just confused because, like, oh, yeah. How's the kids? The little one's okay? Yeah, the little one's still in school. Um, So now I'm just gonna play with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They still in school. Yeah, yeah. They doing all right. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I remember what it was like when I had my little ones. Started talking to me like he knew me. Like so I played along. I'm gonna be honest. At first I am on foot because I'm like, wait, how do you know this information? Who told you about me? Like what like I gotta understand where it's coming from. But once I get it, like he just felt like he knew me. Yeah. Yeah, the little one's still in school. Yeah. So I started making up stuff. Yeah, the little one's still in school. So I hope he starts to play football, but you never know with these kids. You just never know. Like, yeah, man, yeah, yeah. Yeah, my little one, man, he wanted to do baseball, but I wanted him to play basketball. Because basketball is where the money. We got into a whole conversation about this. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, 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 it's crazy. Don't have kids. We had a full conversation about this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He acted like he knew me. So, and this was today too. It was the weirdest thing ever. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I was gonna tell you guys to try that with your passengers because it was so weird, but it was funny in my head because I'm like, bro, I don't know you. We have never met. But this guy was like, we had a full on conversation about his kids. Then he was like, yeah, man, we were thinking about moving. Like, yo, you giving me a lot of information. Like, if I was malicious or anything, I could take this information and like actually use it. But you know, yeah. So I played the game. Exactly, Connie. I played the game. Exactly, exactly. I definitely played the game. So I was just like, what? You say the wrong shit. Um, the rideshare guy was boring tonight. Uh oh. Uh oh. He got nothing to do with that. Montes, man, some extra friendly people be making my day. Yeah. Monte, you get what I'm saying, right? So at first, I didn't know where he was coming from. It was just like, I gotta judge where he was coming from. Because if he just coming left, and it's like, I, hey, what we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like that was the only pause for me. But like, yeah, once I realized it was just like that vibe and just whatever, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play the game with you. Because yeah. Yeah, he was real cool, sweetheart. I mean, I don't know if I should call another man sweetheart, but he was a cool dude. He was nice. He was very friendly. I should leave it at friendly. It was my bad. My bad. Right? Right, Cuddy? Like, what if we both same game? Like, you talking about mythical kids, I'm talking about mythical kids. Right? Right? That would be crazy. That's the crazy part, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I always said that I was gonna start doing that though. Just have a made up, not gonna lie. So I do that. I do that for other reasons. So I used to make up stories. I used to make up stories when people would ask me about um when they would ask me like when they would ask me about 'cause I get a lot of older gentlemen trying to give me advice on like being a husband and all of that stuff. So I used to make up stories about my wife, like, oh yeah, she does this, she does that, she's there, she's there. Because I was like, I don't know if I really want to explain to them my situation. And, like I used to make up stories about that. And so, to be honest, I used to do it all the time. Like I would make up all types of stories. It is just fun. It's fun to make up stories. Because again, these people don't know you. I would make up so I've made up stories about my kids, obviously. I just did. But yeah, I used to do that too. I would make up all types of stories. Because it's fun and it's cool. It keeps the environment kind of nice. I make up stories all the time. Oh, yeah, my wife did this. So yeah, I met my wife here, and I would do that all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I do that all the time. All the time. I would do that all the time. It's like a man. I mean, you know, 'cause I'm a personal person. I'm a person. Obviously, I do YouTube, so it's like a lot of the stuff I've shared, but it's like to the average stranger, like if you just walk up on me, I don't know who you are. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. You call me Nick, I have no clue who that is. But now, if I know who you are, or I know, hey, okay, you approaching me from, hey, you watch TV or whatever. Like, I don't know if I should say this, but like, I used to do that a lot. Like, okay, so I give y'all a perfect example. In my car, I am very neutral in a sense. I'm very neutral in a sense, like, I don't care what you believe, I don't care what you think. I'm neutral to whatever you like. So I've had people get in the car. Like I told them, I think I told y'all this in a video. People get in the car and yell like, "Trump is this, Trump is awesome," blah, 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 blah. And I'm right there with them, like, "Yeah, Trump's," blah, 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 I've had people get in the car like, "Kamala's this and Kamala's that." And I'm like, "Yeah, Kamala's, yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm neutral. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm neutral. Obviously, I have my personal opinion, but in that moment, man, listen, you don't know me. I'm not trying to get into no altercation with you. So, yeah, I make up stuff on the fly. I'm quick with it too. I'm quick with it too. Like, 'cause also I used to tell people like so. One thing that I'm quick with is people want to talk to me about jobs, and it's like I don't know nothing about a job. Yeah, man, I'm just looking for opportunities. Yeah, because I don't know who I'm seeing. And I also realized like at first I used to be like, no, I'm pursuing this for whatever reason, yada yada yada. I realized, bro, I don't know who I'm talking to. I could literally be talking to my district manager in the back seat, my old district manager. No, I don't know my district manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I'm telling him about my boss, and then it could be an issue between, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a conflict of, oh, well, he did tell me about that one guy. Like, I don't know. So I've learned to just lie about it. I've learned to lie about it. So, yeah, I be lying all the day. I am neutral. True. Or nothing that can trace back to me. I'll tell you anything when you're in my I, I just want to love. You know how it go. People tip cash and they love to talk. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Conversation tips. Yes. I love conversation tips. I love tips from conversations. Yes. I am super neutral. Super neutral. I don't care what we talking about. You could be talking about, man, listen, I hate, you know, man, I hate coffee. I hate coffee today. Man, you hate coffee? Yeah, I hate coffee too. Let me just kind of put this down on over here. Kind of lean on up, hide it a little bit. Yeah, I hate coffee, man. I don't know why people drink coffee. Yeah, you don't know. I don't know either, man. But yeah, coffee is just it's so unhealthy for you. And then the next person gets in, man, I really love coffee. Yeah, you too. Man, I already got my coffee. You know, get your coffee yet? Y'all see how easy it was? I am neutral. Whatever you tell me you like, I like. I like what you like because I ain't trying to get you to hit me in the back of my head while I'm driving. That's been my strategy so far. Oh, no, no problems at all. Because remember, the people are sitting behind you. They can knock you out. Let's be honest. I don't care who you are. I think like that. That's how I think. So I am neutral in the car. I will make like the guy when he got in and he started talking about my family. I'm like, okay, this might be one of those situations. Like, are you threatening me? Like, where are we going with this? Or like the other guy that I made the video on, the guy that was talking about Tesla, the car. I thought it was a carjacking. Say no, I was neutral. And then I realized, that, that was well, no, that was the time where I wasn't neutral. And then I realized, oh no, he just coming from the perspective of I should sell it. Not like he gonna make me sell it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's so I wasn't neutral that time. 'Cause I thought my life was in danger at that point. I thought he was trying to contact me. Man, I be lying for that tip. I got pictures and signs in the back of my car. It's one picture with me and my two kids and my nephews. I always tell my riders I have four kids. Yeah, exactly. Listen, I've told people I got a tribe of 12 kids. I said that to this one lady because she was talking about all her kids and she asked me, do I have any kids? I remember that. I was like, yeah, man, I got 12 kids. "You got 12 kids? Yes. Oh, that makes sense. She was asking me why I have so many rides. And I was like, yeah, man, listen, I got to grind. She was like, 'cause okay, so I'll be honest. It was like one of those situations where she was kind of talking down to me. Like, well, you really shouldn't be doing ride sharing. You really should get you a job. I was like, ma'am, I got 12 kids. You got 12 kids. Oh, that makes sense why you're out here working. Yeah, sure. I only got five. Ma'am, you got five kids. We were shocking each other. So, but that's, hey, listen, y'all just reminded me of that story. So these happen. I just don't think of it. But yeah, she was so serious. She was like, you got 12 kids? And she definitely gave me a tip. She definitely gave me a tip. I don't know why I said 12, but I said 12. I don't know what I was going through. Honestly, now that I think about it, I should have said like 8, 7, but I said 12. No, I said 12, but I damn sure said 12. It's like, yeah, I got 12 kids. You got 12 kids? Oh, that's why you work, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. I gotta be out here. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine the 12 kids. I got five and they're so those little rugrats. I don't know what I would do if I had 12. Oh my gosh, I already got gray hairs. Look how great. Yeah, yeah, listen, I got some gray hairs too. Like I got one on my eyebrow. I was just saying. I don't see it. Yeah, yeah, it's right here. I think I plucked it out. Yeah, it's right here. Conversations be funny. I'm about like that's what. The reasons why I was like, I need to start live streaming these conversations. I figure out how to do it. But then again, I don't want to live stream it and then y'all be talking trash in the comments like, hey, he lied. Or like it be somebody that y'all know and you start sending her text messages like, hey girl, you know he lied. He don't got to her kids. Like I just know somebody will mess it up. I'll be full in character, like I just know somebody will mess it up with the quickness. With the quickness, I just know somebody will mess it up. That's the other reason why I don't live stream. Actual passengers, because listen, I have a lot of stories. I have a lot of stories. I just be role playing. That's if I'm being honest. When people get in my car, I role play. So depending on how they get in the car, if they want to talk to me, cool. If they don't want to talk to me, cool. I got my headphones. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm listening to a movie, a video, whatever. But if they start talking to me, I'm role playing because it ain't necessarily that they got to know who I am. Just want to have. They just talking just to talk. So guess what? I'm gonna talk with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have the full conversation with them. Like the guy in the back seat. Hey, how's the kids? How's the wife? How's the family? Uh, they all right? Yeah, man. Listen, how's your little one? Is your little one okay? He asked specific questions, so I'm like, okay, cool. Let me play with it. But that's how I am. I will role play the hell out of a situation because I want to be neutral. This is my conversation tip to everybody. Be neutral. Don't be, yeah, I could be like, hey man, what the fuck? What? You don't know if I have a kid? Da, 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 da. I can do that. Obviously, I'm not gonna get a tip. And I'm probably gonna get reported. Probably gonna be a 1 star. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just common sense. Do I do that sometimes? Yeah, because some people are weird. If I feel like you're threatening my life, then okay, I'm gonna respond like that. But for 99% of the people, it ain't like that. But that 1%, yeah, absolutely. Like the guy that got in the car and started talking about the like, hey, you need to sell it. Okay, you're a weirdo. Get out my car. That. But everybody else, I have a normal conversation. um, what's up with these passengers wanting to eat in your car? Oh yeah. I tell them if I even smell the food. So one, I don't let passengers get in the car with the food. Well, when I say I don't let them get in the car, when they're getting in the car, I say, hey, just so you're aware, you won't be able to eat your food in my car. I'm telling them that up front when they get in the car before I start the trip. It's one of the things that I do if I notice it. If I don't notice it, hey, excuse me, excuse me, hey, can you not eat in my car? I appreciate that. Say that once. Now, if you continue to eat in my car, I'm gonna pull over and I'm gonna tell you to get out. How I do. So that yeah, I don't deal with it because obviously now if it's a cool person, older lady, you know what I'm saying? Like I might let it slide. Um, yeah, might let it slide. But for the most part, no, nah, no, it ain't like that. Raspberry, I don't even want to get started. I had a noon, a mom and a son combo, eating 7-Eleven pizza. Oh, yeah, no. That wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can't eat in my car. Oh, but excuse me. Yeah, I don't allow people to eat in my car. Oh, but okay, okay. Okay, can you press that button right there and just push on the door? What's going on? Yeah, just press on the door. Push that button and press on the door. Yeah, I'll call you another Uber. What? What's wrong? No, it's okay. Just press on that button right there and push the door. Well, but yeah, I would be getting out. Yeah. Because I've already canceled the trip. Well, what happened? It's okay. I've already canceled the trip. What? I've already canceled the trip. So yeah, I'm not even your driver anymore. So that's how I handle it. I don't do that personally. Now, if it's a again, like there's obviously there's sometimes where I allow it, but 99.9% of the people I do not allow it because obviously that means that now I have to clean up, I have to clean up extra more. Just I'm good. I'm good. I don't allow it. So Nick, thanks for the content. For Trent, 8 p.m. and then okay, okay. Well, thank you for stopping by, Connie. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been on this live stream for a little minute now. You guys have got me over here. I'm all talking. It feels dark in my car. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Look, I'm a little dark. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little dark. Yeah. So appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. It's a little dark now, so yeah, I guess it's time. I guess the light is telling me it's time to go. But yeah, man, listen, I love you guys. I appreciate everybody watching. I thank you guys for talking to me. Um, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, start saying that. I'm really start saying that. Leave them in the comments below. Um, but yeah, other than that, you guys know you can always find me in the Telegram group while it's still free. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna actually get back to work because I stopped working. I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here. So yeah, I need to get back to work. But listen, like I said, I appreciate you guys. I think I have a video coming out tonight. Um, like I always tell you, unfortunately, I have bad internet when I'm out on the road. For some reason, my videos don't upload the way they should. So it might premiere in the morning. The video is shot tonight. So I do have a video coming out tonight. Um, Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm out of here. Deuces, everybody.